Power to the truth. It is Friday, June 24th, 2016. I'm happy to say I have 12 years sober today. I am recovered dope fiend and recovered drunk, and I've been through a lot. In a way, becoming a homeless dope fiend out in Del Paso Heights, which is the biggest black community in Sacramento County, in a way it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it led me on to pathways that have gotten me to this point. I went to the church on Del Paso Boulevard with Pastor Goudeau, got baptized, and I got involved in the church, and I eventually went to Downtown Salvation Army as a client. Then later on became a case manager and counselor, housing coordinator, and now I'm at Shasta Hotel, Motel, Notel in downtown Sacramento, and I'm president of the resident council here, Shasta Resident Council. I want to help with any transition that's going to come down because of the Arco Arena and possible displacement. I've been working on a book for a long time I call Radical Recovery. I'm a radical. I believe in going down to the roots of matters to get a better grip on what the hell's going on. And I believe that consciousness is the unified field, and many people do not see the connections and the interconnections in issues today on different levels. You know, the cosmic level, the regional level, the local level, and all our basic issues are interconnected. Now, the big war on drugs is a big issue, and it's used to disguise so much evil. The U.S. has used that as a cover for them to get involved in financing military regimes in Central and South America, and we know that people in the USA are the biggest dope fiends in the fucking world. Americans are the biggest dope fiends in the world. Think about that. Why? We're supposed to be damn exceptional, which is a stupid concept. It's escapism. You know, drug addiction to me is a form of self-hatred. And even the 12-step groups need to be revitalized. AA and NA. Bill Wilson on his deathbed asked for, I believe it was whiskey. Google the Orange Papers. And so I love the 12-step program because it helped me to, it saved my life. I got involved in a Christian group called CASA, and multitasking here. So I did that for 10 plus years at the Salvation Army. And I tend to have a critical analysis towards stuff that's going on in the world. So I think when we look at the 12-step program, and despite the flaws of traditional groups, it has universal application to many people. I believe that in a way our character defects are at the root of many of our problems. Think of the 7 deadly sins. Think of greed, lust, sloth, jealousy, envy, false pride, and as an endangered species, we need to really be aware to see the interconnectivity of issues and to see that we need to, sometimes we need to slow down, stop and think, turn off the TV, and look at the world the way that it is. Not the way that we imagine, but the way that it is. And I need to focus more on my book on radical recovery, and we'll see where it goes. So I eventually ended up from Salvation Army. I transferred to the VOA shelter, and then I got into Mesa Community Campus by Rancho Cordova, which is a transitional housing program for homeless people. It was a beautiful program at the time. It's changed since I was there. And I had internet access. I had my own room. You know, I loved it. I looked out my window and I could see across the field, and it was awesome. On a clear day, I could see the Sierra Nevada. And so I did research. I looked at the social, legal, and psychological issues related to addiction. And I come to the conclusion that the spectrum of addiction involves use, abuse, and addiction. And there are many kinds of addiction. Here and now in the USA, we are in an addicted society. We live in a toxic culture. And we're on the brink of extinction. And our situation will vary with our existential individual situation. So what's true for me may not be true for you. But if you look at the people in your life, many of them suffer from anxiety, stress, and other forms of so-called mental illness. I believe mental health issues are in essence spiritual issues. So we look at the greed of the U.S. corporate ruling class. We look at the sloth, the laziness of the American people. In terms of trying to change connected reality. Comprehending that power is a dual capacity to, first of all, correctly define connected reality, and then change it, transform it in a projected manner. In other words, we just can't sit down idly, jack it off, and not get involved in the world, not get involved in changing reality, not get involved in nurturing positive relationships, not get involved in linking up with other people, and making connections, constructive connections, not drug connections, but constructive connections with other people, you know, without being blinded by racism, sexism, individualism, stuff like that I put in a category in general as negativism. So becoming a dope fiend and getting involved in recovery led to my questioning authority, led to my wondering, who in the hell's in charge here? And so it opened up a whole realm of investigation. So to me, my sobriety, though it mean nothing to you, to me it's a personal choice. If I really want to go out and have a beer, I will. I don't have that will, I don't have that craving. And when you understand the whole addictive process, it involves neurotransmitters. Google the word neurotransmitter, and it involves stuff like dopamine and serotonin. Now for the dope fiend who wakes up and is thinking, gotta get it, 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 his dope. You know, so his dopamine goes way up, you know. He's stressed out. He's gonna get that dope one way or the other. Rape, plunder, and pillage. And then when he obtains that dope, then the serotonin kicks in. And he goes, cool, are you shooting up or what? And so then the serotonin, the neurotransmitter, kicks in, so he's cool for a while. But then that goes down, wears out. And then the dopamine kicks in. Craving. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. So this is like an endless cycle of addiction, of ups and downs. And in many ways that's like life, with its ups and downs. Except addiction can kill you. So you got to understand that the dopamine has is stuck in a real vicious cycle, and we need to get involved in self-therapy, a 12-step group of one kind or another, and get him involved in psychoanalysis, where he knows why he has the pain. the bottom of addiction is not just the addiction. The question to ask is, why the pain? Where does the pain come from? So we need to know what addiction is in order to treat it. And understand that there are different kinds of addiction. It could be sex addiction. It could be the addiction suffered by the corporate capitalists. The addiction to more and more profits. That's their disease. It's called more. They're never satisfied. And they're at the point now where they will destroy planet Earth in pursuit of corporate profits. So we can't look at just one issue and not see the interconnectivity with other issues. We need to see that we are all of one species on Mother Earth. And at the rate we're going to become extinct, self-destruct. So hopefully, I believe that mass consciousness has the potential to change connected reality to topple the empire and the impact on the whole world. We got to see, why does minus 1% of the population composed of the ruling elite and corporate capitalists control and dominate plus 99% of the have-nots? Does that seem insane to you? Does that seem illogical? Does that seem unnatural? It is. It is. And nature will not allow such an imbalance to exist forever. Nature tends to seek balance and equilibrium. So look at yourself. Like now, when I got involved with Casa, we did the 12 step. The big thing was like, staying off booze and dope, like crank and heroin. Then when I went back to Salvation Army, I saw that a lot of people had gotten on the SSI behind a psychiatric diagnosis of, say, bipolar. And so we're taking pharmaceuticals. So see, a lot of Americans, they're hooked on pharmaceuticals now, which causes brain damage. Long-term use of pharmaceuticals can cause brain damage. Especially psychiatric drugs. So we gotta understand, like, what's really going on, and understand why people want to escape. If you live in a world where you get an eviction notice, you got kids who you can't feed, your wife is just fucking the local dealer, I can understand why you want to zone out, why you want to escape the connected reality, but there is no escape from reality other than just dealing with it, changing it, improving it, transforming it. It doesn't go away. And I don't care how you fool yourself about dimensions and fourth, fifth, sixth, 5,000 dimensions and the multiverse and all this crap that I see on the internet. The fact remains, you're there now. I'm here now. And the primary reality that I got to deal with is what the phenomena that I see, what I see, smell, taste, touch, hear. And work with what we got. And work together. And keep in mind the interconnectivity of stuff. You know, when the wife doesn't give the old man a piece of ass in the morning, and then he, on his way out, he kicks the dog who bites the boy, and the boy goes to school and beats up someone else, and see, these are all interconnected. And when we see the interconnectivity of connected reality, we start seeing how karma has a power. What goes around comes around. You know, what you put out there is what you get back. So try to put out good vibrations of love, understanding. And many people do not even understand what love is. I don't mean screwing, I mean true love. Love has a magical power to it. To heal. To cure. To soothe. To comfort. And I believe that those in AA and NA say there's no cure for addiction are fucking stupid. They don't listen. To me, love is the cure. It's not brain science. So let me see where I'm at here. About 22 minutes. So I believe that education is key. We need to be constantly learning. We need to let the mind go where curiosity goes. And never got around to having a college degree. I might go back this next semester, pick a couple of classes on campus, and then some online classes. And to me, life is learning. Life is learning. The more you learn about life, what's going on, the more intelligent you will be, the better you're able to help others. So, when we go into the election 2016, I'm just saying I still support Jill Stein for president. She's the best candidate ever. And I like to check out astrology stuff because sometimes it makes predictions that helps me become more aware of the potential. Well, in quantum physics, they talk about it involves potential. What may not be manifest, but has the potential to manifest. So, just keep learning. Stay off drugs. Stay off drugs. And I can see if it's needed for a limited time for sound medical reasons, but be careful when you get an aching pain in your back, and you know you're fat and happy, and your back hurts because you're sitting on your damn ass all day. You think that, well, watch commercial, just take this pill, take that pill, it's going to be all right. And work on your health. Health is the greatest wealth. Not money. Money in the Bible says money is the defense. But health. Health is the greatest wealth. And understand about 80% of the population has constipation in the USA. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? A lot of Americans are full of shit. So there's so much to learn, and I love to learn. It stimulates my mind, and in concert with that, it stimulates my soul. And as I become more mature, I tap more into my subconscious. You know, where there's a conscious level, there's a subconscious. And I love Dr. Jung, Carl Jung. So I would never consider myself a Jungian. Or any kind of philosophy that's attached to someone's last name. I'm just trying to be me, becoming more and more authentic, becoming more and more humane. As a cosmic being. So, it's Friday. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'm going to try to mess with this to get it online. And I had to hack onto the internet. That's all online. I had to hack onto the internet. We need free internet access for all Americans. All people. Of course, we need global revolution as the ultimate solution. Overthrow evil. Overthrow the evil empire. Watch the kids. Watch your children. Where are they? Know their whereabouts. Parts of the truth. Nada más.